Hey, this is Dusty with Freedom Boat Club of North Alabama. We're here at our City Harbor Marina location, and today we're going to be covering a couple of topics, mostly around common questions that we get at the club. So a big one is, what is Freedom Boat Club? So we are a members-only club where we buy the boats, we maintain them, we do the insurance, we do all the cleaning. So that way you don't have to deal with any of that. So the short answer is we buy boats, we maintain them, you get to come and use them. On top of getting, and when you join the club, you're gonna pick your home location. So in our case, that's here at City Harbor Marina. So as a member here, you get unlimited reservations. So when you log into our system, you can reserve up to 4 boats at a time. And then on top of that, you do have reciprocal access to our other locations. So you'll be able to book boats all around the country. So north of here, up in Tennessee, we have a bunch of locations. Down south, near the ocean, we've got several locations. Florida has over 100. So your membership does include reservations at all of those other locations. So you can literally boat all over the place. So you don't got to bring a boat with you. So for the club itself, one of the most common questions we get is who can drive the boats. So when you join the club, yourself and a spouse are typically the 2 members that can drive. As long as one of you is driving, there's no charge for guests or anybody to tag along. But only members who've gone through the training are allowed to drive the boats. You can add additional members if you have someone else in the family that's old enough that wants to drive the boats. You're able to do that. You just talk with one of us and we can go over adding them in. A little bit of an extra charge for that, but that'll allow someone else to drive the boats in those cases. Fuel. So members do pay for fuel. You pay for the fuel that you use. We do not require you to bring the boat back full. When you get here, it's clean fueled and ready to go. So you'll be able to just come and go as you please. We'll bill you for the fuel you use, but you don't got to bring the boat back full. Another question we get is pets. Most of the locations are pet friendly, so you'll be able to bring your pets along so they can have fun out on the water as well. And in the reservation system, it will actually show you the specifics for any given boat. So you'll be able to check when you log in if the boat allows fishing, water sports, which most of them are set up for that, and what have you. All the details will be in there. Speaking of water sports, most of the boats in the fleet are set up for pulling, so you'll be able to pull tubes, skiers, things like that behind the boat for a lot of fun. Another question we get, and probably the biggest question we get, is availability. So how hard is it to get a boat? Well, the great thing is Freedom Boat Club as a company has been doing this for over 30 years. So each club is required to maintain a 10-to-1 ratio or better. And what that means to you is Monday through Friday, the boats are availability is wide open at your home club. Some weekends you may need to plan, 4 or 5 days out, maybe a week on a really busy Saturday. But this is actually a Saturday, and I'm kind of walking towards it down here. We have 4 boats just sitting here. On a sunny day, it's probably, 75 degrees or better, and we're at the end of April. So availability is great in the club. It's not really an issue for members. Now, when you travel to a reciprocal location, let's say you're going down to Tampa, Florida, in those cases, you may want to plan a little further out. But when you log into your reservation system, that's a real-time system. So you can just pick a date in the future, wherever you're going, and it'll show you the availability in real time. So it's real easy to look at and monitor your boat reservations and your availability. And each member only being able to reserve 4 boats at a time, that also helps spread availability out in the club. As soon as you return a boat, you can book another one. Another question we get is about insurance. So insurance is included. Most clubs have a deductible. So let's say you accidentally totaled a boat or had an incident with high cost. Your max out of pocket is a deductible on the insurance, normally $2,500. Now, most clubs, including ours, we do have an additional program. I believe it's like $75 extra a month or something like that. but that will buy your deductible down to 0. So if you're really worried about it, you can always add in that extra coverage. But by default, all members have insurance included. And you can get with me or Paul here at City Harbor location if you have any questions on the insurance. Another common question we get is about the life vest. So most of the boats have the over-the-shoulder vest for safety already under the seats, particularly in states where they require that to be on the boat. We do have some loaner vest for like water sport activities and things like that, but I always recommend you bring your own so you can make sure they fit right. You have enough vests for everyone in your party, so you can bring your own equipment and your water vest for water sports. Another question we get is, what happens when I'm out on the boat and the engine isn't starting or something goes wrong? In those cases, you're going to have the dock phone number, and that's covered in training. So if you have any issue out on the water, you just call the dock phone and they'll either come and get you, swap you out with another boat if one's available, or they'll troubleshoot. Worst case, we might call like the tow boat like you can see right over there. But generally speaking, the boats are brand new in the club, everything's maintained, so it's pretty rare that you would have like any sort of mechanical issue or things. But when you do, you just call the dock phone, they'll troubleshoot and go from there. What's another common question we get? Pricing. So the pricing of the club does vary depending on the time of year. So you'll just have to reach out to one of us to get that. But generally speaking, you have a one-time entry fee, not an annual fee, just a one-time entry fee to join. And then you will have your recurring monthly dues. So you got your entry fee, your recurring monthly dues, and then you pay for the fuel that you use. And that's how pretty much every club in the network is set up. So if you have any additional questions for something I didn't cover in this video, please reach out. I'll put my contact down in this comments here. Or if you're already in our system, you're likely getting emails and texts from me already. But if you'd like to dive deeper, give us a shout. Schedule a time to come take a tour. We're happy to help. And hopefully we can get you out here so you can start enjoying boating without any of the hassles or the headaches. Have a great day.